right, welcome back to our special program, Eucharist, the Face of Mercy, and we are coming to you live from the IEC Pavilion here in Cebu City, Philippines. And right now, we would like to introduce our next guest.
Yes.
He is actually one of the busiest guys around here, sometimes singly handling the CBCP monitor, which is a print version
Yes.
of all that's going on with the Catholic Bishops' Conference of the Philippines. So here we have with us none other than Monsignor Pepe Quitorio. Good morning,
Good morning,
Monsignor
Monsignor.
Pepe.
Good morning.
Yes.
Good day, good morning.
And
Now
good
we see the
day.
face behind the CBCP monitor. Could we show them the
Okay.
newspaper?
This paper is actually the publication of the Bishops' Conference.
All right. So
In
every
the-
day we have something
Every
like
day
this.
while we are here at IEC Pavilion,
Yes.
the old Cebu, it circulates nationwide, but it mostly for the participants here.
Right. This is a 4-page thing, Monsignor?
The special issue right now is 8 pages,
Oh,
but
8
the regular
pages.
one is 20 pages.
Wow.
You know what is actually amazing is how you can come up with this every night when the rest of when everybody goes home or
Right.
goes back to rest. That's when there's just working. I mean,
Yes.
to put this paper to rest, right?
Well,
to fill it
that's
up.
normal when you're into news
Yes,
reporting work. You
that's
do it in
right.
the evenings because news really come up that late.
So you have a lot of people behind publications of CBCP monitor.
Right now, I just got like full-time
All right.
5 or layout news writers, but I get some news from other sources here in Cebu. So we have other news sources, writers from here. Of course,
Also from Cebu.
CBCP News is the most
All
the contributor of the
So
the
all
news
participants
stories.
receive this kind of
Yeah, every morning.
every morning.
At the start of the sessions, they have a copy of this.
Beautiful and well printed, well laid down.
Yes, and of course, Monsignor is also very busy with the social media side
Yeah,
of,
social
of
media.
the IEC.
Mhm.
And you are our source as far as tweets are concerned. So what can you report to us, Monsignor?
The social media is actually being managed by our St. Paul Fathers. They are running it, but still, because social media is everybody's business right now. So my staff, Aripagos Communications and CBCP Media Office, also running it together with the St. Paul Fathers. The hashtag that we have been doing now since a couple months back is Eucharist PH. Hashtag Eucharist PH. And last night, the impressions, we were able to get 21 million. 21 million, that's
my
it.
Wow, look
goodness.
at
That was last night.
21 million.
Is this real? Of course. Monsignor.
Yeah.
2,000.
So this means people are tweeting about the Eucharist.
Yes,
Congress.
yes.
And what is this telling us, Father? More than tweeting us this tweets.
Well, you know what? If you open it now in the morning, it will be 8 million. That gives you the behavior that most of those tweeters are Pinoy. They were awake
Pinoy.
last night. When they
All
were-
over the world.
When we are sleeping from 1 o'clock until this time, it
Yes.
plummets because it's the other timeline who does that. So
Right.
it
Everybody's
goes down in the morning. Yes, everybody sleep.
Yes. I have some of the tweets that came at about
Okay.
7:11
Yes, yes.
this
This morning.
Yes, just this morning. According to Gayo Gonzalez, thank you for bringing the Eucharistic Congress live to the world, halfway across the world. We're able to witness the transformative talks and homilies. I think this is from another part of the world
Yes, that's
watching us on TV. And also, people here in the East Coast are all home due to the blizzard. Oh,
East
we've watched that.
Coast,
Oh,
huh?
yes.
And are able to binge watch the Congress. Binge watch the Congress.
What a nice way to spend indoors.
And thanks again. We send our prayers to all of you in Cebu from the Catholics from Virginia, Maryland.
Wow.
Actually, there are names, right?
Yes, their names. And Wilma Sahada, proud to be a Cebuano. More power to those who's there attending the big celebration. Wish I went home for this. Must be in another part of the world as well. And this Eric Antones, his tweet, a loving encounter. Ida Zamora says, it is Jesus' loving offering of himself to the Father and to us. It is a remembrance of his presence with us. And from Giovanni Michel Dulom, for me, it is somebody whom I can learn lean on in times of both joys and sorrows, and many, 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 many more.
So these are just not retweets of what other
Yeah,
people have
yes,
said, but they're
yes.
actually stating their own
Yeah.
sentiments about the Congress, ano?
Yes, yes.
So, but Father, of course, this has been made possible because of the facilities
Yes,
of many
yes.
of our media partners, and of course, we'd like to thank Radio Television Malacanang, which is
RTVM.
RTVM, for their facilities and their very excellent personnel, our director, of course, and our other partners like PTV4,
Yes.
and we have TV Maria, EWTN.
We have NCCT, the Cebu Catholic Television
Yes.
This is
Network.
CCTN.
Yes.
And then we have
The
Signal, Signal TV.
Yes, we're able to be seen on Signal.
Signal.
We also have Radio Veritas,
Radio
Philippines,
Veritas.
Catholic Media Network,
That's right.
and Sky. Are we carried by? Yes. So we have a lot of media partners.
We have a lot, especially those that those go streaming, video and audio streaming, fed by RTVM, and it's being picked up by several websites worldwide.
Meaning you have a lot of people behind you, young volunteers as well.
Young,
St.
young.
Paul's Communication.
St. Paul Communications, yes. The SDBs.
Yes.
Yes,
The
Father,
traditionals,
I think
yes.
you have some streamings there in your site.
Yeah, many of us, even the participants, they tweet a lot. They bring in a lot of this through Facebook.
Yes.
So I think with that, we help even those who are not involved in these media outfits. They're able to spread the word.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we bring them in, no? Just like what Christ wants all of us is to be united in His body.
I also
we too
noticed
are
that-
united in this endeavor,
Yes.
right?
I also noticed that the Facebook it's filled with so many posts by those who are participating and attendees. And
Like Bernard himself.
if they want to look at the whole proceedings, they can log on to RTVM, Father, and they can really watch from this program to the late broadcast that we have.
They can view it on demand. It's
Yes.
there in the website of RTVM.
Very
And you know what?
nice.
There's something I remember now. Seldom do we trend in Twitter. Seldom.
Exactly.
But last
When you
Monday,
say seldom, we
I mean
Catholic,
the Catholic Church.
Catholic
Of course,
Church.
Last
Except when
Sunday
it's Pope
evening till
Francis.
Monday morning actually, we
Yes.
we
Started
were
to
in
trend.
trending. You know who? Cardinal Bo.
Cardinal Bo
Cardinal Bo.
of Myanmar, the
Until
papal
the
legate.
whole Monday, he was there. He was
Yes.
trending.
That's good to hear.
Yes.
Yes.
And I'd also like to ask you what you think. We have a lot of other media practitioners here. Our International Media Center
Yes.
is filled, of course, with our local media, and there's a lot of international practitioners as well.
That's true. Yes. We
Yes,
have,
the one that registered, we have 847 or so, and counting. Local media, including the international, but the international, as of today, we only have 11 from foreign media. 11.
That's good enough. 11 international media and local media and local networks coming. I see some of our friends in the local network
Yes.
coming here as well, right?
And the director of the Radio Vatican is here. He arrived yesterday.
Radio
Jean Patrick
Vaticano.
Louvet, he's here. He arrived. And he'll be joining us probably all this
Oh,
activities
that would
today.
be good.
Yes.
That would be good. Yes.
And well, what have you seen so far in the coverage of the other media outlets? Monsignor?
Obviously, we are, to use the Tagalog word, laganap in
All
local
over.
media, print,
Extensive.
social media, radio, TV. We have DYRF for Mindanao and Visayas. We have Radio Veritas for Luzon and radio. On TV, we have Destiny, we have Signal, we have the
Even Sky
big
Cable,
big
I
networks
think.
of the Philippines.
Yes, of course.
The only one that we don't have, like the people visit, we are less in Europe and in North America, obviously. But in the country, in Asia, the CCTN has a footprint for the whole of Asia, and they are beaming it throughout the whole of Asia.
So for me, that's going to impact the Asian, because the footprints are seen in the Asian region, and that's going to impact our neighbors in Asia and would spread all throughout the world.
Yes,
Monsignor.
that's right. So obviously, from a journalistic point of view, from a secular media, the Eucharist is really big news. But because of social media, because of the alternative media, we are spreading like wildfire. Even if journalistically speaking, it's not really as news worthy as the secular news or news breaking of the day.
And when you talk of social media, many of our young people, 60% of the population are using that.
Right.
So it's the young people, Father Joel, that has been spreading this like wildfire.
Yeah, in fact, this is something that we see here. Many of the participants are young,
Yes.
and even many of these are involved with young people. They teach. So for those who are not able to come, they're reached by these. And I think all over Facebook, if you would see these messages on the Eucharistic Congress, it's really overwhelming.
And it really also helps, I think, aside from the fact that people really just like to say where we are and what we're doing today and how we're enjoying everything that we're doing, is the fact that we have so many wonderful speakers who can be called rock star homilists. I mean, they're rock stars.
I love the way you
Yeah,
describe them. Huh?
That's my husband's way of saying
rock
star.
rock star of the Catholic Church, because they wherever they go, what they say, when they try to explain the teachings of Christ, it resonates with many people. And so, I mean, wherever they are, you cannot avoid talking
Yes.
about them also,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, but of course, ultimately, even they themselves would say that it is not them; they're just the
not-
means.
right,
It's really
of course.
Christ whom they
Of
proclaim.
course. In the end, it's
Yes.
always Christ.
You know what? I was just thinking, because of this spreading like wildfire, we got converts a while ago, and perhaps there'll be more of these people who will be showing and will be coming to the Catholic faith as well, right? What do you think, Father
Yeah,
Monsignor?
actually, even if it's just social media or TV or radio, there are converts through this means. Remember the visit of the Holy Father?
Yes,
We have a lot of them,
yes, that
and most of them
Muslim
came from
friend of
social
ours.
media. I mean, some of them, not really most, some of them.
Or maybe the seeds can be planted, right?
Yes,
Yes.
yeah, they are inspired,
Yes.
planting the seeds, right?
And speaking of the Asian footprint, the very
Yes.
charismatic Cardinal Bo.
I know.
You
Seems
know
to
what
have a
happened
following already
yesterday?
at the IEC.
Yes.
Yes, we have a nice. This is a schedule that Cardinal Bo will be doing today. He has a press conference here at the IEC Pavilion at 2 p.m.
Again,
and then this will be followed by a tour of course, the historic Magellan's Cross and the Basilica at 3:30 p.m. For those of you who are not from the Philippines, the significance of Magellan's Cross is
That's the very cross Magellan brought here
He
and
planted
planted it here
on
in
Cebu
Cebu.
soil.
So this they call the cradle of Christianity in the Philippines is here in this very island Cebu.
right. Of course, the original cross is encased in this giant cross that
Tindalo tree,
that
yes,
you're
that
able to visit.
To preserve that.
Right, and then later on at 6 p.m. there will be mass at the Basilica Chapel, also to be presided by Cardinal Bo. Now,
Yes.
what you are looking at on your screen is the meeting of Cardinal Bo with the youth volunteers last night here at the IEC. And like you said, Father Joel, it gives me goosebumps to see these young teenagers and young adults
Yes,
really
excited.
giving their time and energy to facilitate, whatever it is, maybe the food distribution or guiding people. And you said there was a seminary that took 2 weeks off, Father, for this, Father Joel?
Yeah, particularly.
What seminary is this?
Yeah, our School of Theology took
Uh-huh.
2 weeks off for both for the theological symposium and the Congress proper, to give way for our seminarians, the students of theology, to follow these events, and for many of them to be here also. Yeah.
So
Now,
there you
now
are.
I understand what you meant by rock star homilist.
Yes.
Actually, he's being swarmed by so many young people, as you
There
can
he
see. Huh?
goes.
Many young people.
Okay,
Very
and
good.
tomorrow he will continue to go around, and this will be a visit to the Pasil Boys Town Center at 4 p.m. So
Alright, that's
this is
good, huh?
another schedule.
He's been going around despite the weather.
Yes,
Yeah, that's in Pasil.
Pasil
I
Boys
think
Town.
the Don Bosco Center there, a lot of young people go there every day and even at night. So it's really a center.
Are these boys street boys?
No,
street
that's
shows?
their neighborhood.
That's
If you
their
know,
neighborhood.
in Manila there's Tondo.
Yeah.
This is the Tondo of Cebu, Pasil.
Ah. So it's a little more depressed.
It's a depressed area, and then it has suffered also a fire in the past. But it's a thriving community, so alive.
Okay.
So we hope to have the clip tomorrow, perhaps, of that visit of
Yes, we-
Cardinal Bo. And we can
Okay.
hear already the
It looks
entrance.
like
It's
actually,
a queue. What is
right
it?
behind us, it's filling up already. It's about 2/3 full because in a
Yes,
few more
yes.
minutes it will be the morning prayer, right?
We will begin
Okay.
it in a little while. And
So that's our cue to say bye-bye for now. Thank you, Monsignor
Thank
Pepe,
you.
for being
Thank
with us
you.
today.
Thank you
We
very
would like to
much.
thank again Brother Sonny and Brother Paul, converts to the Catholic faith, and of course, keep tuned in to our programming here at the International Eucharistic Congress at 4.
We'll be back at 4
4,
p.m. Yes,
with
Manila
another
time.
rock star homilist.
Yes,
as you
actually, he
termed it.
spoke yesterday, but we're going
Yes.
to have him right here in our studio.
This is your friend Bernard Factor Canyaveral.
And I'm Angelique Lazo Mayuga.
I'm Father Joel Kamaya.
And we will leave you with this word,
Mabuhay!
Mabuhay!